Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Mr. Osadio Elvis Ahano, and I want to welcome you to our channel, our informative channel. Let's talk POS business. Yes. Before I continue, I want to quickly do a brief introduction. I have over 7 years experience in the internet banking business, and that makes me a professional in the field with several seminars to my several upgrading seminars to my portfolio. So today we will be discussing how to know the particular POS that you will go for in setting up your POS business. Yes, it has become a very, very strong problem. Many of us don't know the terminals that we should use. It's a very, very big problem. At times you just go, oh, I'm looking how to start POS business, and before you know it, you just see somebody that gives you any kind of POS and you start to do business. Before you know it, the pricing system affects the way you give out your price, and at the end of the day, you know it, you are out of business. So today we'll be looking into how to know, or how to know the kind of terminals that you should go for, the platforms that you should go for if you want to set up a POS business. And one of the first question you should ask whoever is giving you that terminal is, what is the processing time? Yes, for a particular transaction, for a successful transaction. Yes. If a transaction after putting your PIN and receiving with good network and data, you are having more than close to 30 seconds, 1 minute, it's a no-no. Unless on a general day where the network is bad. But when there is good network, your data is fine, and the processing time for a successful transaction is up to 1 minute, then it's a no-no. Yes. So ask, please, what is the processing time for your transactions, your successful transaction? That's one. Then number two, this is another very, very important question to ask when you are picking up a POS for your business, when you are setting up a POS business. Please, this terminal, what is the time frame for dispense error resolution? Yes. Yes. How long does it take to return or to reverse a debited customer's fund? That's a very, very important question. You must ask it. If you don't ask it, there is a problem. You know why? If today they debit a customer and it takes 2 weeks, tomorrow they debit another customer, it takes 2 weeks, another day they debit another customer, it takes 2 weeks. My brother, before you know it, all your customers will run away before it's 1 month into the business. So ask this question: what is the time frame for resolution of dispense error? In your ATM, in the ATM, in general bank, conventional bank ATM, it takes 24 working hours. If they take your money, they should reverse it in another 24 hours. So for POS, highest is 72 hours. If it's more than 72 hours, then, my brother, it's a no-no. Don't go for that kind of terminal. Then number three, another question you should also ask: customer care services. How fast do their customer care respond to complaints? It's a very, very important question. Please don't fail to ask. Hey, Oga Sabego, go on a customer care. You get their number and call and see how fast they respond. It's not how fast they pick. To some POS this thing, you will be calling. Some of them, their customer care is dead. You call the number and it doesn't go. So ask this question: how fast does your customer care service respond to issues? So as soon as they pick, and issue takes more than 5 hours to resolve, my brother, it's a no-no. It's a no-no. No matter what, it's a no-no. Then question number 4 is this: branding materials. Branding materials. Do they give branding materials? You don't just go and pick terminal, you go and use your money to print banner again. It's your right to get branded. As far as you are working with the POS, it's your right to get branded. So anybody that wants to give you terminal, ask him, how do I get my branding materials? Branding materials involves danglers, banners, t-shirt, caps. Then to some, they'll give you table and umbrella. So branding materials is a very, very important part of setting up a POS business. You cannot be looking for money to pay for caution fee for the POS. Then you'll not be looking for money to go and print banners. No. So So any company or any POS terminal, any POS platform that does not give you branding materials, it's a no. I know most of you will say, wait till the branding material, you want to set up there, you know good. No. Anything that is worth doing is worth doing well. If you don't take this area seriously, then certain areas are their likelihood of you not taking certain serious, very, very serious areas seriously. So branding materials is key. Then another thing you should ask again, what are your rates? Are your rates fair enough? Why some people are charging 25 naira, some are charging 50 naira for withdrawals. So ask them, is your rate fair enough? Yes. If the rate is fair enough, for some do 10 naira for withdrawal for 0 to 1,000, 0 to 4,000, some do 25. Once it's more than 25 naira, don't go there. Those people, they are just milking you. Then at this age, some terminals are still doing stamp duty. Any transaction you do, they will take stamp duty of 15 naira. How can you survive? So, if stamp duty, ask them, you don't have stamp duty in your terminals. If they say they have stamp duty, which means the prices, the rates they are charging you is high. So tell them, sir, we cannot work. It's not that most of all these ones are charging 10 naira do not have stamp duty, but there's a way they manage it in a way that they fill it up with other transactions. So it does not come to mind whether they are doing stamp duty. In my situation where you are doing 1,000 naira and somebody is charging you 15 naira for stamp duty first, they've not taken their charges. How will you survive? So, in that case, ask them, what are your rates? If the rate is okay, the rate is bet is good, then go for it. Definitely, to maximize profits, you must look for a terminal that has cheap rates. So, that is it. Then another question you should ask again, how often do they do trainings? As a matter of fact, any POS platform that do not participate in trainings, they are not good terminals. They are not good platforms. Not good for such platforms, because everybody has to be trained on how to operate. Even me, over my 7 years experience, I still had to attend Amban conference in Abuja. As a matter of fact, I flew into Abuja and spent about 3 days in the hotel just to get upgraded. I spent that for myself. For a company that does not organize training for its agents, don't go. Ask them, how often do they do trainings? How often? Whether online or physical trainings. Ask. Because if they are not doing trainings, which means they are not upgrading, or they possibly are upgrading and their agents are being left behind. And when you leave your agents behind, you don't train them, you are bound to make mistakes. They are bound to make mistakes. And one mistake in POS business can cost you all your capital. And later you go back to the street and start begging. So, ask, how often do they do trainings? Then another question you should also ask, which is very, very key. Please, don't fail to ask. Please, don't fail to ask. What is their registration status? Yes. How are they registered in the public domain? How are they known? Are they known? Are they popular? Yes, some of them are not popular there, but they are very good. Some people bring up good stuffs in their platform so that they can become popular. But when they have spent loved and they have lasted over a long period of time and they still are not popular, which means people are running away from them. People are currently dumping them. Yes. Don't fail to ask, what is their status, registration status? Are they registered in the minds of everybody? Have they done enough promo? Have they done enough advertisement to be known by everybody? When MMO's names are being mentioned, when banks' name are being mentioned, do their name comes to play? That's a very, very important question. It's very, very important. Yes. Then another question you should also ask, which is key, do they have transaction history? As a matter of fact, I was using one popular bank POS. I don't want to call their name, I don't want to give them advertisement. Very stupid bank. I had to fight the manager. The bank, I was doing transaction for over 1 year and they don't have transaction history. Not just transaction history or for successful transactions. Transaction history should involve the one that gave you issue or switch, a transaction that had issue or switch, the one that was declined due to error pin, as in incorrect pin, the one that was declined due to system malfunction, and the one that was successful. Everything will be there according to the names. And when I go to the bank, please, there are some transactions that are successful that I'm not seeing the money in my account. Can give me your transaction history so I can trace this transaction. They did not have it. Some banks are very, very good. They have it. Even if you click their this thing, you will see it there. For those of you that want to know those banks that you should run from, give me a DM or drop your questions at the comment section. I will send it to your email. I will not drop it here because I don't want to do advert for them. But I'll tell you list of POS companies that you should run from. One is a very, very popular bank. Run from them because they will be stealing your money and they don't have transaction history. Seriously. There are banks that you should run from when they want to give you POS. Run from your dear life because in another 1 year, you eat your funds and you will not have proof. If you don't have transaction history to prove that this transaction was carried out in your terminal, what will you not go to court with? In fact, you won't even have money to go to court. You want to follow bank and go and drag or MMO. No. So, check if they have transaction history. Not just transaction history for only successful transactions. No. For transactions of decline, for transactions that were declined due to any form, as far as the transaction was handled in that POS, whether it's successful or not, ask them. Many more other questions you should ask will be coming in subsequent videos. Yes, if you have found value in this video, if you have found value if you have learned something in this video, please don't forget to share it. If you are a first-time viewer, please click the subscribe button. Then don't forget to give us a thumb up and also leave a comment for us. If you have questions on how to know those particular terminals that you should run from, I am not going to send that to you. I'm not going to say that here because of so many other things, so many factors. I don't want to do advertisement for them. Please leave the question. You can also send us WhatsApp message on the number that is scrolling on your screen. Send us a WhatsApp message. Ask us questions. We will add you up to the WhatsApp group where you can add more questions. You understand? So, once again, my name is Mr. Osadio. Please, I want to quickly apologize for the poor lighting. You know, in this country, lighting is a very, very big problem. And today I have to put love and rechargeable lanterns together to be able to do this video, so I will not fail you, my viewers, so that I will have something to draw for you. My light went bad, and the generator, I've been trying to put it on, and actually did not turn on. So we have to do something for you. Don't look at the lights, look at the message that was sent. Yes. Our next video, we'll be talking about you that is using ATM. How to protect your account from a fraudulent POS operators. While we are trying to teach people how to do this business, a lot of people are now doing fraud with it. Yes. You do one transaction, they will debit you twice. We will be telling you how to know those people, how to know fraudulent POS people who do fraud in POS business. We will tell you their body language, their signs, their signals, things to look out for. I'll be telling you that. So don't forget to keep a date with us. Same time next week. Thank you once again. My name is Mr. Osadio. Please click that notification button, that in the house like bell after the subscription. Then like and share the video. Thank you. Once again, it's your channel, your educative channel. Let's talk POS business. Thank you. Peace. I'm out.